So today we're going to talk about tagging. The last webinar was on keyword research. It's really important to do your keyword research before you go into tagging. Right now we're going to start on page titles. Page titles are absolutely essential for good search engine optimization. It's important to use different keywords for each of your page titles. Include about 9 or so words per title and do not duplicate content. If you duplicate your content for your page titles, Google and other search engines will believe that you're repeating content for each of your pages and will stop indexing your site. So absolutely, change it up, be as descriptive as you can about what's on that page. And it's okay to include your organization's name on each page. It's really good for branding, and it helps people know where they are. You never know when somebody searches what page they end up on. So it is actually really good to duplicate your organization's name on each of your page titles, but still only include about 9 words. So you might be asking, what is a page title? Well, here's a page title on the grassroots.org services page. As you can see, the page title shows up here in the top of your browser window. I've enlarged it here so you can read it more clearly. It says Free Online Nonprofit Business Services, grassroots.org. Again, every page of our site does have grassroots.org on it, but each page has a different page title that is descriptive as to what is on this page. So this is our services page. What kind of services does Grassroots provide? We provide free online nonprofit business services. So that's very descriptive. There's lots of keywords, nonprofit, business services, free, online, all of these combined to different keyword phrases and words. Again, you might want to note the difference between a page title and a menu title. Here you have your menu, home, about, services, support, media, contact, and donate. Those are usually one word because for your menus, you want it to be easy to navigate. You don't want too many words for people to read. The page title is more about search engine optimization and getting Google and other search engines to index your site properly and for the right keywords. So let's look at the HTML. I've tried to make the HTML very easy to look at, very easy to read, so that even if you're not a techie or you're not the IT person at your organization, you can still go through the HTML of your site and update it. So the title tag is in the head section of the HTML, which is the top of any page is the head section. In the head section, it's one of the first tags, and it's going to say title in brackets and then have a closing bracket of title. If you want to update it, for instance, if your page title just says services for your service page, just click on services, hit backspace, and then put a keyword phrase and your organization's name. It's really easy. It only takes a couple minutes, and you can do this for each of your pages. Just make it a little bit more descriptive than what it is now, and make sure you use keywords that you found by doing your keyword research. So now let's go into meta descriptions. Meta descriptions are not important for search engine optimization, as they don't increase your rankings on Google and the other search engines. However, they're really important in driving targeted traffic to your website. Meta descriptions are basically what you read when you search for something. Oftentimes you'll see links to pages that supposedly have information that you've searched for. A good meta description will have the description under that link. If you're kind of confused, let's take a look at what it looks like. So here's a meta description. I searched for SEO.com. As you see, here are the links. As I was talking about, these blue links are the things you click on when you're searching. A good meta description is right here. There are only 160 characters on Google. Most people go over that, but it's really important to have a meta description. Otherwise, it's going to pick random text from your site. The other thing is if you use keywords in your meta description, they will be bolded when somebody searches for them. So because I searched for SEO.com, SEO.com is in bold. But as you can read here, SEO.com is a search engine marketing firm specializing in search engine optimization, paid search, paid inclusion, data feed optimization, and other search we don't know. But basically, we get the gist of what SEO.com does. This is a really good meta description. So let's look at the HTML. again, it's in the head section, which is the top section of your HTML pages. Even if you're not a techie, like, you can really update this because something will already be there. You don't have to tag it. So you're going to see meta name equals description. I put it up here so it's easier to read. So meta name equals description, content equals. This is where you put a quotation mark and then you put your meta description. Again, try to keep it to 160 characters and make it as descriptive as possible about what your organization does. Underneath, you'll see meta name equals keywords, and then keywords equal. Keywords are no longer valued by Google because there was so much abuse for them. Some designers might have put keywords into your meta name. However, they're not really useful. There's no real use in updating them or taking time to do that. So let's look at H1 through H6 tags. H tags are also referred to as heading tags, and they're used to title segments and paragraphs of different things on all of your web pages. Good keywords are really great for search engine optimization because Google does index them. Basically, Google will start with your page title and go into your H tags. And if it can read it like a book, like somebody was skimming a book, then you're going to have really great search engine optimization because Google's going to get what your site's about. When people search, they're going to be directed straight to the page where the most relevant information is. It also makes your site just visibly easier to navigate by anyone searching and reading through your web pages. So let's start looking at a web page. This is the SEO.com services page. What is an H1 tag? As you can see, it's basically the title of the page, which is services. That's not really got any keywords in it, but it's definitely bigger than all the other words here. It's a different color. It stands out. People know they clicked on services. This is the page they're at. Good for navigation. Here are the H2 tags. Same color, orange, which seems to indicate importance. Also bigger than this tag up here, and definitely bigger than the text. These are, however, keywords. Keyword research, competitive analysis, and search engine optimization. These are all keyword phrases that people could be searching on Google for, and this site, this page specifically, has now been indexed in Google to say if somebody's searching for keyword research, this web page has something about that. And then we're going to look at H3 tags. So this is an H3 tag, slightly smaller text, different color, and it's not one of their services, it's more of an overview. So they're putting a little less emphasis on it, that's why they're using an H3 tag. So just to recap, it goes H1 is the most important down to H6. A lot of people only go to H3. That's totally okay. As far as the colors and text size of your H tags, that is in your CSS file or something your web designer already created for you. All you do is put the H tags around something and those characteristics will automatically come up. So let's look at the HTML. As you can see, they're all within these H tags and brackets, H and then the number. So this is also found in the body, so this is below the head section. But as you can see, H1 and bracket H1 services. H3, H3, exactly what we read. And then H2, 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 and exactly what we read. So that's really good search engine optimization, is having really effective descriptive H tags to break up your content. And that's all for today.